How would you like to go to work only when you feel like it and leave whenever you like? It gets better. When you want a vacation, you can take as much time off as you want. A week, 2, a month, or even more. Some companies, including the Virgin Group and Netflix, now offer such unlimited vacation jobs. Workplace expert Bob Rossner is here to tell us more. Bob, good morning.
Good morning.
So it sounds too good to be true. There's a small number of companies doing this. What are the parameters?
Well, the parameters are they don't track vacation time. If you get your job done, you can take as much vacation as you want. But they're not paying you to take an endless vacation. You have to do your job. Work is required. But if you get it done, nobody's tracking.
How big a trend is this, Bob?
About 1% of companies have it, but in Silicon Valley and other places, it's starting to be a really cool recruitment tool.
Yeah.
So people think that it's on its way up.
I have to be honest, though, if I was working at a place and they implemented something like this, I would have this weird relationship with it. Like, is it a test?
Yeah.
Do they want to see? Do they actually find that there has to be a baseline of trust in order to implement this and have it work?
Trust is an absolute requirement. But here's an interesting bit of information. They did a study and they found that people who took their vacation actually had more promotions than people who didn't. There's something about being relaxed and refreshed on the job. So we've got this recession mentality that we're not taking our vacation, and it's dangerous to us.
How big a problem has it become, Bob?
The
burnout? The burnout and the recession mentality. I mean, because the number of vacation days we're taking is actually declining.
169 million unused vacation days. It's a real problem. People have to realize recharging is as much a part of doing your job as doing your job.
Yeah.
And if you're burned out, you're not going to help anybody.
Do companies realize that?
Well, companies like this policy, ironically, because they don't have to pay for unused vacation time when you leave. It's a recruitment tool, and they save money because they don't have to track it. So it's actually a bigger perk for companies than it is for employees.
But let's talk about a company that put it into place. We mentioned Netflix. What happened when they said take unlimited?
Improved morale, more trust, they saved money, all of those benefits. Ironically, Netflix, which created binge TV watching, has now created binge vacations for their employees. And it's not a bad trend.
I thought it was interesting, too, that they found that people were more willing to work on vacation because they realized there was this inherent trust system where I have to get X amount of work done. So even if I'm on vacation, I'll work a little.
61% of us work while we're on vacation. We're getting calls on evenings and weekends. We never turn off our jobs. And I don't think that's a good thing.
Right. What was, I mean, when this idea first came up, what was the corporate reasoning behind it, Bob?
Well, the corporate reasoning is saving money and improving morale.
So they saw that in studies and said, we should try
Totally,
this.
and they can save money doing this, and they can appear like a good guy with their people. But the Tribune company implemented this policy. It lasted 1 week because they communicated it so poorly that everybody got upset. So it does require trust. It requires good communication. It requires a responsibility among employees. So not any company can do this.
Is our lack of using vacation time at this point, is that just you think that's a result of the recession, or is it also something that companies are essentially sending down to their workers?
I think at this point, it's in our heads from the recession. People are frustrated and scared that they're sending the wrong message. But I told you this study earlier, it actually benefits you to take your vacation. So we've got to get that recession mindset out of our heads, and we've got to realize that the sleeping bag under the desk is hurting our company, it's hurting our career, it's a bad thing.
It's hurting our health.
Exactly.
What to you is the broader shift that you're seeing in the workplace? Because I feel like stories like this keep emerging, whether it be more paid leave, paternity leave. You see this emergence of not necessarily the strict 9 to 5 anymore.
Companies get that the recession is now behind us, but most employees don't. So I think the big trend is for employees, you got to realize, take care of yourself. That's the best way to make your career successful.
I'm going to quote you the next time I ask for 2 weeks
It's hard to shake
off.
that recession mentality, though. Bob Rossner, thank you so much.
It's great.